again, we opened up, we clicked on Open Project, Open Project, and we found the project from yesterday, which is Startup, okay? And then what you're going to do now is you're going to go ahead and make sure that this is open. You've got project window, you got source window, and you got program window, and down below you have the toolbar and the timeline. So what you'll do now is you're going to go to Window, Workspace, and you should have your workspace selected. Okay, so if you don't have it, find it. Otherwise, choose Editing and try to join us. We went over this yesterday, so anyway, you should have all this. On the very upper left, you should have Project, Effect, Controls, and then not metadata, you should have Effects. So go to Window, and then go down to Effects if you don't have it. And it might be down here, so go ahead and do that. All right, and on the middle you have Source, and then Program. You've got the timeline, and you've got the toolbar. Okay, we're good? So everybody go to Project. Now you can go and click on Import Media, and import let's import two graphics, images rather. So whichever one you want, I'm going to go ahead and put in Stage and something else. And then click on Import. And you notice that's not the most ideal way of doing it. Okay. What's happening? You put it over there. Okay, now this is how I do it. Okay, so I'm going to put in, here's a car crash and I'm going to drag it in. Here is T-Rex, I'm going to drag it in, see? All right, because I can see using my Finder, as long as I have it in columns, I can see what I'm dragging in. So now I'm going to put in Stage, I guess is there. Of course, here it is right here. The greatest high school that ever existed, Gladstone High School. May it rest in peace. No, it'll always be a high school to me, so don't give me this middle school garbage. All right, so I got 3 images, I got 3 videos, okay? And let me see, don't forget the Fleetwood Mac guy and POV crowd. That's cool. So what I'd like to do is maybe they can, we can put somebody on a green screen, and we're going to learn green screen today. Okay, so maybe somebody can put themselves, where is he? Alex. You can actually perform in front of a green screen and put yourself on stage here. Sure? Yes. Let's do it, dude. Okay, Angel, no, not now. No. I volunteer Angel. No, I don't volunteer, I demand Angel. Okay. All right, next thing, you should have, I have all these here. All right, so please open up, well, we'll go over notes tomorrow. So, what we're going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and ask you to create what is known as a sequence. What is a sequence? Well, you can do this, File, New, Sequence, okay? However, now that was how I taught my older students. Okay, Angel and Kaylin and Victor, I sort of taught them. But there's a better way of doing it. You click on this icon right here, it's called New Item. Okay, New Item, and go ahead and choose Sequence. Okay, let's do that. Everybody with me? Please slow me down if I seem to be going a little further than... Okay, if I'm going a little faster than you need me to. All right.
Can you redo that?
I sure can. Which part? The sequence? Okay, so down below. Okay, so here I am. First of all, like I said before, make sure you have 3 columns in the top, 2 panels on the bottom, and to put the sequence, you click on New Item. Okay, new item. So click here, and then, so I don't know why it's doing that. So click on sequence, please. All right, now, I'll tell you, first thing is we choose legacy. Legacy, click on the arrow. Now, extra credit opportunity. What does HDB stand for? Those who hadn't before, keep quiet, please. What does HDB stand for? Come on, Gen Z. Okay, I don't need you to tell. Who? What does HDB stand for? I'm looking at Angelina right now. Who? All right, we got a winner here. It is Mr. Nico. He answered it correctly. High definition video. Good job, Nico. But here's the thing: 720p30. That's the standard for this class. Why is it standard? Because if you look to the right, okay, click on it and look to the right, it'll say it's actually 1280 by 720. Which platform is this used? Hello? YouTube. This is the standard YouTube parameters. And this is 30, it's actually 29.97, but rounded off is 30. But from now on, make sure it's HDV 720p. That is a standard YouTube video. Okay? P24 what?
This is like P24 or P25.
Where?
Or P30.
Where would you see that?
On mine.
Huh?
Like, this is right here. Yeah. There's like
Point it out, please.
this is P24.
Okay, so the standard animation in movies and actually in life is 30 frames per second. So if you're going 24, okay, frames per second, are you going faster or slower? You sure? You sure? Faster. Faster. Okay, so keep it at 720, and then now on the bottom you can name the sequence. You can do that later. But just, if you want to rename it to startup, well, that's fine. But I'm going to keep it as sequence 4 or 1, whatever you have, and then go ahead and press OK. All right, so now you'll notice in the bottom is the timeline. Huh? What am I waiting? Angel, help me. Okay, so you should have a timeline here. Okay, intuition question. What is V and what is A? Don't say that. Who said it? Okay, way to go, Francisco. Audio, video. He got it right. All right, so I'd like for you to click on either the T-Rex or the car crash, whichever one you like. We are kind of list. So double click. Now, if you double click here, notice what happens in the source. There it is. So double click on T-Rex or the car crash. Okay, there you have it. All right, so the project window, and we'll go over notes tomorrow. All right, now, I want to draw attention to the bottom two things right here. This and this. Make sure you can see that. Okay, now if I go ahead, and I can tell you guys are doing it already. If I want to, now by the way, here's a timer right here. And you notice how I've got 2 arrows when I put the cursor there. 2 arrows pointing left and right. What does that mean? Remember the opacity in Photoshop? Oh, that's right. No, this is not an intro class, sorry. I can go ahead and do this. See that? So let's just say I want to just have right here. This is all I want. I've got a lot of different angles of this T-Rex. All right, but remember, I got a stationary background. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here. This is where I want to start. So listen up very carefully. Okay? This is where I want to start, so I click on this icon right here, mark in. That means this is the entry point. I want to mark in. Everybody click on mark in. All right, everybody click on mark in. Now, where do I want to stop? I'm going to go all the way across and right about there, okay? That's where I mark out. Okay, so right here is this one. It says mark out. Everybody find that, please. If you have any issues whatsoever, please tell me. Raise your hand. I'll be happy to help you. Okay, so mark out. Everybody, and you'll notice that there's a gray area right there, okay? All right, anybody else? Anybody have they found the mark in and mark out? Let me demonstrate. Please don't do this while I'm going to go ahead and clear mark in. I can go ahead and clear in and out right there. See that? But don't do this. Watch what happens when I move the entire thing. I got a huge, okay, I click here and I've got, okay, then it'll ask me this, keep existing setting, but don't, like I said, don't do this. You notice that everything is being selected. I don't want it all selected. Okay, what I want is only that part that I want. So mark in, go to 7 seconds and 8 frames, I believe, 7 seconds, 8 frames. There we go, mark out, there we go. And now, watch what I do and then do as you watch. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drag, I'll put my cursor right here, and I'm going to put that into the timeline. Watch this, please. Actually, let me see something. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to drag right here. There we go. It's going to ask me keep existing settings. So try to put it right on the 0 mark. Okay, notice how it starts at 0. Here it is right here. Bless you. Here it says 0. So make sure it's right there. Now, a lot of you will see this. You'll see it really small. Anybody here see this small? Okay, so click right here, click on this, and then you go over here, okay, you notice on the bottom right here, you got this scroll bar, and you've got this circle here, drag it in, drag it to the left, and you notice that the clip actually increases. Everybody do that. If you need my help, raise your hand. Okay, Miss Laura. All right, good job. Anybody else while I'm up? Front row good? All right. Next thing, what I'd like you to do, okay, you'll notice that it's under video. The video part is on the green area. You see the green? The audio, okay, here you see these waveforms. And go ahead and push this down a little bit. You notice that the waveforms are there. So I went ahead and I grabbed this line right here and I pushed it down. See that? You can see more of the wave. All right, so look at that. That's pretty cool. And also, if you press the space bar, it'll play. Okay, that's pretty nasty. I don't know how the animals are able to escape that. Now, if you get really tired of hearing this, okay, anyway, so we'll continue. All right. Now what I'd like you to do, everybody, is click on this area. Notice how there's a white border around this, okay? For those of you on this side, my right side, back row, if you can't see it here, go to the left. Look to the left, okay? It might be more clear. That screen is higher than this one here. If it was up to me, both those monitors would be on the ceiling, mounted on the ceiling, but anyway. All right, click there, and then you should have effects control. Does everybody have effects control? Please check. If you do, go ahead and click on it. Make sure you highlight this first, the green. Highlight it. You gotta highlight it. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to click on effects control. Everybody with me? What's that? There's a white border around it. All right, so there should be a white border around it. And if you click on effects control, then you've got all these things that control the effects. So everybody click on the arrow where there's motion right here. Click, and then click on scale. You'll notice that you can actually, if you move the cursor over, you have the left and right arrow. That means you can scroll left, scroll right. Now make sure, the reason I want you to scroll to the right, notice how that my dinosaur gets bigger and bigger and bigger. But if I go to the left, it gets smaller, and it might be, the only reason is if you notice that the frame here, you notice that the blue lines that appear on the right, it's got to fit. Now if I go a little too far, that's gonna be a problem. So I want to make sure it fits. And it fit at 67. All right, should I do that again? I think you guys are good. But let me know, please. Yes, sir. All right, hold on. All right, so far so good. Okay, so now next thing what I'd like you to do is take this segment, this part right here, this clip, and what I'd like you to do is drag it up. See how you're going to the next timeline row. Okay, so I had it here, drag up. Okay, good. Everybody good? Then what I'd like you to do is go ahead and click on Startup. And I'm going to now choose Stage. Right here, Stage. I'm going to double click, and there it is. So I'm going to put this T-Rex in the middle of Gladstone. Okay? So now I'm going to go ahead and click and drag and put it right underneath here. And notice that my graphic is smaller, so I can drag it all the way out to match the T-Rex there. Got that? All right, now, you'll notice that just like in the Photoshop layers window, the top layer shows, but the bottom layer, now if I was to click on this eye, okay, if I click on that eye, notice the background here. Now, this is too big. This is too big. So let's do this. Click on the stage or whatever you have there. Okay, click on the stage where it's highlighted. Go back to Effects Control, and let's go ahead and shrink it. So go to Scale, and then try to minimize it as much as possible. See, notice how this is smaller than this. Okay, so we need to really shrink it. Look at that. There we go. Right about there. Okay, good. Okay. Everybody good? Please raise your hand if you need my help. Okay, we got one here. We got two there. All right, anybody else while I'm up? Okay, cool. All right, now comes the fun part. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring back my T-Rex. All right, make sure, please, everybody, make sure the word effect, you see effects. Anybody here not have effects? And make sure it's there. So you should always have project effects control. Everybody? Anybody got effects? No effects? Okay. All right, let's go ahead and click on here. Type in the word Ultra, U-L-T-R-A. Ultra. Type in Ultra. Okay. All right, Ultra. And then you'll see that it's right here. So we can go ahead. This is a video effect. Now the reason I'm showing you this is because, a couple of reasons why I'm doing video editing right now. I'm just giving a very quick and easy overview. Next year, some of you will be taking 168 with me, and it's going to be a lot of video work, okay? So you'll be creating a lot of video. I don't know, I doubt TikTok's going to be here. But Instagram will be here. Okay, so, all right, so now, click on Ultra. Now watch what I do and then do. Please don't go ahead of me unless you're my other students who are kind of showing off right now. So you're going to take this and you're going to drag. Notice how the fist forms. when I try to drag it, okay? And you're going to drag it all the way to the green footage right here, where the T-Rex is. So what I'm going to do now is watch carefully, although it's going to be kind of hard, so you got to really focus. I'm going to go ahead and click on Ultra key, and I'm going to drag it all the way to until it touches the T-Rex, or the green, or whatever you have, T-Rex or car crash. Once again, I'm going to drag it from here to here. And then I notice how it turns blue once I move this fist over it. See, it turns blue, and then there's a plus sign. That means it's ready to be added. And I'm going to release. There it is. Okay, please do that. If you need my help, tell me now. Okay, now I need you to click on the green, whatever green screen footage you have, and then click on Effects Control, and then you should see Ultra. You see Ultra key right there? Okay, so once again, click on Effects Control. Okay, Effects Control up here. Then click on, you have to make sure you highlighted the green screen, and then you'll see Ultra. Now please follow along. Okay, so where it says Setting, choose Aggressive. Right here, Aggressive. Okay, choose Aggressive. Then you're going to choose the eyedropper tool right here next to key color. Click here, and then choose, in the program, choose the green area. And voila, there it is. And then go ahead and press the space key. And that's what the green screen is for. Okay, good job. Anybody need my help at this point? Okay, hold on. All right, it is now 2:36. I'll talk again at 2:50. Take 14 minutes. Okay, to export again, you want to have file, click on export. Okay, decide on the file name, decide on the location by clicking on the blue link and choosing a folder. Okay, and then the format, this is critically important. If you want to do MP4, okay, MP4 is H.264. Now, I don't think anybody here was around when we had Blu-ray, okay? I have no idea what that is. So, 264 is what we want, not 264 Blu-ray. Blu-ray was a form of DVD that's supposed to be more crisper, more clear, but it didn't last very long. So 264 is what you want. So click on 264. Okay. You can also choose QuickTime right here. QuickTime, which is what? .mov, right? You'll notice on top here it changes. See right here it changes. If I choose QuickTime, but we're going to stick with H.264, and notice it'll say .mp4. Okay. If I ask for a test, you might just see this. All right, and then you just leave it alone. Now, one thing I didn't mention, everybody go back to edit. Everybody go back to edit. And you'll notice that there, anybody see this part right here? This little gray line right here with a blue thing? You don't see it? If you don't see it, click on this hamburger icon right here and make sure you select work area bar. All right, so what this is right here is where it's going to render. This is the area you're telling Premiere to export into MP4 or movie file. Everybody got that? So no? Who said no? Yeah, what's up? Which part? Well, if you're here, okay, if you're on the editing mode, you want to go down and do you see this little bar here? Okay, so you're good to go, and make sure that the blue here on the ends, okay, extends the entire the entire clip. Okay, you got that? That's your work bar. Okay, so if I was to click here, and if I was to uncheck work area, notice it disappears. So if I click here and I click work area, it reappears. Why is that important? Because when you push export, we've got all this figured out. So what you're going to do right here, the range, you want to choose work area. Okay? And then go ahead and press export. Okay, is everybody with me? Okay, notice everything else is the same. Your settings, 1280 by 720, 30 frames per second. Okay? Here, everything is exactly as you set it. And then go ahead and press export. And it will export into your folder. Okay, so in this case, I believe it's sequence somewhere. There it is, right there, sequence 04. And if I press the space button, you'll notice that it's there. All right, and that's really pretty much it. Make sure you save your work, file save. All right, and we'll go over notes tomorrow. We'll go over in detail tomorrow. All righty, so go ahead, you can go ahead and shut down if you like. Yeah, put on the SmartPass.